God. I'm kind of like in and out. Okay, so I did a live video a couple weeks ago. Wait, no, about a week ago. And I gave like a brief overview of what I was doing. But today, I'm kind of just introducing you to me. My name is Jason Rodeback, and I am a student at WVU, and I have embarked on a journey that is, in my opinion, incredible. Because many people at my stage of life, I'm 39 years old on Monday, and I weigh about 405 pounds. They wouldn't really go about things the way I'm going about them. And they wouldn't look at things certain ways as I'm looking at them. Now, to give you a brief overview of how all this really came about was kind of sitting on a scale, looking at a number, and realizing I've really let myself go. Let's rewind. For years, I've actually always kind of intended to lose weight, to get back into a healthier state. As a student in high school, I was about 175 pounds, and I was really in a good shape. I was very athletic. I was walking everywhere. I was walking to school 2.5 miles, back from school 2.5 miles. And we lived in Harrisonburg, Virginia for a time. It was like 6 miles. I was walking just to get to school. Didn't want to take a bus. I wasn't very lazy. I was always out adventuring around, doing things, riding a bike. I was always really in good shape. And after high school, I kind of started drifting away from that, eating pretty much whatever I like. Growing up, my mom was all about chicken. It was chicken everything. Chicken meatballs, chicken meatloaf, chicken everything. What do you want for breakfast? Let's get chicken and eggs, which is double chicken, really. You know, it was really just like, my mom was very strict on what we ate, which is fine. Maybe it was for a better reason than I can think of, but really, you know, after about 18 years of eating chicken, you don't want to eat chicken. And I was eating porterhouse steaks, I was eating lasagna, I was eating pizzas by the large pizzas. And if anybody remembers the Bigfoot pizza, I was eating those in one sitting, like 1 or 2 of them at a time. Holy crap. And I gained a lot of weight. Next thing I know, 300, 350. And I thought I kind of capped out around the 380 stage, wasn't happy about the way I looked, but I wasn't doing anything to solve the problem. Beginning of July 2018, I'm sitting in my room, it's about 11 o'clock at night, and I start shaking. My chest starts just really hurt, like a clenched fist. My heart starts racing. I get this really bad headache, and the first thing that comes to mind is I'm having a heart attack. Holy shit, I'm 38 years old, I'm having a heart attack. And I called the ambulance. It was really, I didn't know what else to do. All my roommates were asleep. I screamed out. I was calling for help. No one was doing anything. I'm in the bathroom, splashing water on my face. I don't know what to do, and I'm scared out of my mind. So I end up, and this is in Manassas, Virginia. I was living right outside of Manassas, Virginia. And I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know. And the ambulance comes out. I'm standing in front of my house. I'm dizzy. And they're telling me that I didn't have a heart attack. They ran a couple EKGs on the ambulance. They ran a couple tests. They made me stand up a few times, did my pulse. But the most alarming side of this is that my blood pressure was at 170 over 120. And I refused to go to the hospital because I'm a stubborn ass, like every other man in my family. And I decided that it was, I felt weird. I felt like I went through it again the next night. I didn't call the ambulance, and I really didn't know what to do. And finally, I kind of broke down on myself, and I said, I'm going to the emergency room. I'm going to have them run some tests. I'm going to see what's going on. And I get there. I check in. And there's a series of alarming events that happen there. Really not like me like freaking out or health-wise, the things they were telling me about my blood pressure, what's normal blood pressure. They ran a couple EKGs saying that, I'm not necessarily the healthiest hearted person, understandably. But really, it was a couple things that they were telling me that really didn't sit well. But the thing that got to me the most of all that, of all the information they're throwing at me, the thing that got to me the most was standing on the scale and looking down at the number at 432 pounds. It's 432.6. And that's when I realized I'm slowly killing myself with food, with lethargic behavior, with basically not being committal to myself getting healthy. And I decided, while sitting in an emergency room with an IV sitting out of my hand because it can't stick me anywhere else. And you can actually see the line right in here and everything. But basically, I made the decision that night, July 8th, 2018, at about 2 o'clock in the morning, that I'm going to change everything. I'm going to change the way I look at things. I'm going to change my attitude towards life. I'm going to change my behavior. I'm going to change what I eat. I'm going to change what I drink. I'm going to change me. I'm not going to sit back and allow this to happen anymore, because I used to be a sex beast. I'm going to tell you right now, I used to look in the mirror like, look at that guy. I just want to jump his bones. No, I can't accept where I'm at. And part of the reason why people end up where they're at as far as weight goes is they accept the situation in which they are in, and I am not going to do it. But I hate going to the gym. It's boring. You have these muscle men they're just sitting there pumping iron, yelling at people like, yo man, what's going on? And it's just an uncomfortable situation for someone like me. I don't really like the gym. What do I do? What can I do? Well, first off, I got to find a diet that works for me, because every time I try a diet, I kind of break the diet, because they tell you to cut out beef. They tell you to cut out pork chops. You can't eat this, you can't eat that, blah, 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 blah. So I did a little bit of research on my phone in the emergency room, and I decided I was going to go with the paleo diet. Now, I'm doing a modified paleo diet, where really the only thing that I'm actually not following it on is my coffee. Other than that, everything else, I'm following it to a T. I've actually learned how to make cassava flour pancakes. I've made cassava flour waffles, and oh my God, were they good. Using maple syrup. Basically, no rice, no beans, no pizza. Just saying no pizza hurts my heart, because it's the longest tenured relationship I've ever had is with pizza. But stuff like I wake up in the morning, I have a couple eggs, or I have a few pieces of low sodium bacon. I've been trying to stick with low sodium because I have high blood pressure. But low sodium bacon with no sugar, and all organic foods, all natural foods, and it's really worked out for me very well. I kind of kicked myself in the ass, because right before I moved to Morgantown to the 10 WVU, which I did on August 11th, I went to Philadelphia for a week. And everybody knows, if you're trying to be healthy, Philadelphia is not the place to try, because they got so much good food, man. I love cheesesteaks and pizza. I love roast pork sandwiches. Oh my God, it's delicious. Everything they had in Philadelphia is delicious. I'm missing the point here. Excuse me, I'm kind of actually getting over a cold. But basically what it comes down to is, between July 8th and August 1st, I started small. I decided I'm going to hike. I hiked a lot when I was a kid. I used to walk everywhere. I love being outside. I love nature. I love the mountains. I like just being on a battlefield. I love being outside and dealing with the natural side of life, and listening to the birds chirp and seeing the deer and hugging bears and shit. I love that stuff. So I went over to Manassas Battlefield, and I started small. Chin Ridge Trail, there and back, is about a mile. Started pushing myself a little harder. Mile and a half, 2 miles, 3 miles. Next thing I know, I'm doing the first Manassas Trail, which is 5.5 miles in the rain. And I loved it. It's awesome. So in the time period of that, I lost about 17 pounds. And I got out here to Morgantown, and I found a couple places to hike. Raven Rock, which I'm going to post a video most likely tonight or tomorrow about really my ascent up into the Raven Rock overlook, which is pretty steep. It's about I think I want to say it's about a 12% grade. It's really steep. And my friend, she videotaped me walking up there, and to me, watching it, it's kind of painful, but at the same time, like, I could do it then, I'm going to be able to do it better. And I've been walking back and forth to school now. Now that I'm here in Morgantown, I got a little sidetracked with some stuff. I wasn't really eating healthy. I'm back to eating healthy again. I got weighed in at 405 pounds this past Wednesday, which for me to me, it's incredible. You know, like, that's, 8 weeks? And I lost, 27 pounds. And I'm going to keep pushing myself. So this week, I realized I was taking the wrong approach on things. It's 2 miles from, and if anybody knows anything about Morgantown, there's two different, there's a couple different, but the two main campuses for West Virginia University are the Evansdale campus and the downtown campus. And I go to class, all my classes are in downtown, but I live over by the Evansdale campus, and I'll take the shuttle or whatnot and walk from Evansdale to downtown. That's about 2 miles one way, but it's got an incline to it, so you're going up and then down. It's kind of like going over a little bit of a mountain. It's not a big one, but a small one. It is great practice, and honestly, to tell the truth, by the time I'm done and I'm sweaty, I feel like I've actually accomplished something, and I feel great. So that's really kind of how I've gotten to where I'm at. Is I've had to change every outlook on my life. Instead of, like, today, my legs are killing me. I'm finally getting to that point where I've got leg fatigue, and instead of stopping where I'm going and catching a bus, I just push myself a little bit further. Today I walked this morning from Evansdale to downtown, and then I walked from downtown to Evansdale. And now I'm in my car outside of where I work, because I parked my car here today, because by the time I get off tonight, I'm not walking home. But this is where I'm at. This is where it starts. This is the tip. My journey is just getting started. My goal, because everybody has to have a goal, no matter what you do. Because I can hike every day. If I don't set a serious goal for myself, I'm never going to accomplish everything. So my goal, and I'm stating it live right now, is on March 1st, 2021, which will happen to be 2 or 3 months after I graduate from West Virginia University with my bachelor's in history. I'm going to start the Appalachian Trail. The goal is to be 275 pounds the day I go, if not less, and build between now and then everything I'm going to do, and everything that I hope everybody here gets to see is me push myself to the goal of starting the Appalachian Trail, being 275 pounds, and in a measure of really good health. Because I have goals past that. I'm going to be 39 years old on Monday, which is September 24th, and nothing's going to stop me. I'm not going to let things stand in my way. I'm not going to let things discourage me. I'm not going to let things push me down, keep me down. I know what my goals are, and I know that no matter what barriers are put in front of me, I have to break through those barriers like the fucking Kool-Aid man. I need to make sure that I am able to drive towards my goals, not just meander. Because to tell the truth, when I first started doing this, I looked like a rhino fucked a hippo, and I waddled my way down a trail. Now I'm actually just barreling down a trail like a Big Mac truck. It's actually kind of cool that I can conquer hills with very little effort. I mean, yes, I get out of breath, but that's to be expected of someone of my size, my cardio health. But I know people that are smaller than me would never even do what I'm doing. And that's even more motivation. That's more drive for me to keep going and doing what I'm doing, because I'm not just doing this for me. I have 2 nieces that I want to be able to play with, and I want to be able to watch grow up. And if I'm in poor health and I'm going to put myself at risk of a heart attack or a stroke, diabetes, all I'm going to do is hurt them too. But I'm also striving towards my own goals, because when I was a teenager, I wanted nothing more than to hike the Appalachian Trail. So I'm going to do this. And I'm not going to stop there, because Pacific Crest, Continental Divide, to be a freaking Triple Crown hiker would be amazing. Also considering the fact that where I'm at today compared to where I'll be at that day. So I'm inviting every single person in this world to watch me on my journey. The first videos, they may not be pretty, may not be the most glamorous. I'm actually ordering a camera for myself this week to actually be able to do a more professional style vlog, upload other videos. I'm going to come to you live a lot. I'm going to share my journey, and please subscribe, please like the video, and please give me feedback. Tell me what you think I could do better, what will help for you if you've been in the same situation. But this is an incredible journey that I think I've put myself on, and I want you to, as the viewers, as my audience, to see the journey, to be a part of it, to immerse yourself in it. And just remember, March 1st, I'm looking for people to hike with me. I don't want to do this alone. I want to do this with everybody. Even if I'm by myself in the woods, I want everybody out there to see exactly what's going on. So, thank you for watching my video. It's almost an 18-minute video at this point, but I hope everybody gets an idea. If you got any questions for me, feedback, anything, go ahead. Please subscribe, and please enjoy the journey. And don't forget your towel.